Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk about the difference between must and have to. Now there are certain differences between must and have to, and that's my topic for today. And today I'm going to teach you how these two, must and have to, could be different from each other. سلام دوستان نهایت عزیز و خوش آمدید به این فویت. حمید بختانی هستم و امروز میخوایم فرق بین مست و have to را بر شما ارائه بکنم. آرزو میکنم مورد پسندتان قرار بگیرد. دوستا اگر از چنین ویدیو خوشتان میاد پس سابسکرایب و کامنت را فراموش نکنین و نظریات خوبتان در کامنت به من بنویسین. Must is a modal verb and we use must when we want to talk about rules and laws. must یک کلمه است که یعنی یک فعل کمکی ویژه است و اکثر اوقات زمان استفاده میشه که ما بخوایم درباره قوانین یا درباره قاعده ها صحبت بکنیم. Now, for example, all passengers must wear a seat belt. تمام مسافرین باید یک کمربند بپوشند. So, when we talk about laws, now this is a law which should be applied and which should be followed by everyone. یک قانونی است که باید همه ایره چی کنه؟ تعقیب بکنه. Or you must wear a tie with a suit when you want to work in this company. شما مجبور هستین که یک نکتایی هم را یک دریشی بپوشین زمانی که در این شرکت کار میکنین. So this is a rule. It's a rule that everyone should follow when they want to work in this company. So whenever we want to talk about certain rules or certain laws within a society, we use must. زمانی که بخوایم درباره بعض قوانین خاص و ویژه در یک جامعه یا در یک محیط صحبت بکنیم ما must استفاده میکنیم. You must stop the car when the traffic light is red. شما مجبور هستین، شما باید موتر توقف بتین زمانی که چراغ ترافیکی سرخ می باشه. So it's a law which should be followed, which should be, observed by everyone in a society. یک قانونی است که باید هر یک در یک جامعه چی کنه؟ باید تعقیبش بکنه. So we use must when we talk about these type of rules. Okay? Next example, you must take off your shoes when you enter into a mosque or a masjid. شما مجبور هستین، شما باید بوتایتان بکشین زمانی که داخل یک مسجد میشین. So it's a law that should be followed by everyone. So for such kind of rules and laws we use must. Must is also used when we feel that something is necessary to do. ما همچنان must استفاده میکنیم زمانی که احساس کنیم که انجام دادن یک کار لازمی است. انجام دادن یک کار ضروری است. So, for example, I must stay here tonight. ما مجبور هستم. من حتما باید امشب در اینجا باشم. Now, بودن ما در اینجا یک قانون نیست که ما باید را تعقیب کنم، بلکه من را احساس میکنم که بودنم در اینجا لازمی است یا ضروری است. Next, I'm overweight. I gained lots of weight. ما نسبتاً چاق شدیم یعنی زیاد وزن گرفتیم. So I must exercise too much. ما باید به نهایت زیاد تمرین بکنم. So it is something that I feel it's necessary for me to do. یک چیزی است که احساس میکنم لازمی است، ضروری است که ما باید انجام بدم. My eyesight is poor. یعنی دید چشمم ضعیف است. I must stop watching TV a lot. ما باید زیاد تلویزیون دیدن چی کنم؟ توقف باید بتم. So it is something that I feel it is necessary. ما یعنی چیزی است که احساس میکنم ضروری است باید این کار بکنم. When we talk about have to, زمانی که درباره have to صحبت میکنیم, have to is a modal expression. یک اصطلاح یا یک عبارت یعنی کمکی است. have to and has to, which are both modal expressions or phrases. have to و has to کردویش یعنی عبارات کمکی هستند. We use both of these the same as must in first usage. ما هر دوی زیر یکسان با مورد استعمال اول must استفاده میکنیم. Have to and has to both could be used for rules and laws. ای به این معنی که ما میتونیم have to has to را هر دو را به قوانین یا هم به قاعده ها استفاده کنیم. Same like must. مانند must. For example, I can also say all the passengers have to wear a seat belt. تمام مسافرین باید یک کمربند بپوشند. Or I can also say you have to stop the car when the traffic light is red. So these sentences have the same meaning with the sentences of must. have to has to در مورد استعمال اولشان یعنی یکسان است و مشابه است با must یعنی فرق ندارن با قوانین اینها هم استفاده میشن. Now have to and has to have difference in the second usage with must. have to has to فرق دارن در مورد استعمال دوم با must. have to and has to both are used when we feel that an obligation is imposed on us, maybe by a situation, by people, etc. have to has to زمان استفاده میشه در مورد استعمال دومشان که ما احساس بکنیم که یک کار یا یک شی یا یک چیز بالای ما تحمیل میشه نظر به اوضاع شرایطی که وجود داشته باشه. For example, I don't like going parties and I don't enjoy going parties. من از رفتن و محافل یعنی بیشتر لذت نمیبرم. But tonight it's my brother's wedding party. اما امشب محفل عروسی برادرم است. So I have to attend this party. من مجبور هستم. من باید به این محفل چی کنم؟ اشتراک کنم. Now this is something which is imposed on me. یک چیزی است که بالایم چی میشه؟ تحمیل میشه. من تحمیل شده باید این کار انجام بدم. Okay? Next. Tomorrow I have an exam and I have to study right now. فردا یک امتحان دارم و فعلا من مجبور هستم. من باید یعنی درس بخوانم. درس خواندن چیزی است که بالایم تحمیل شده. بالایم تحمیل میشه. تحمیل شده باید انجامش بدم. So, must is used for rules and laws. have to and has to are also used for rules and laws. In usage number 2, must is used when we feel that something is necessary, but have to and has to are used when we feel that something is imposed on us. I hope you got the difference between these two. Alright, let's talk about have to and has to. Now, have to is used for plural subjects, for I, we, you, they, and for plural nouns. have to با فاعل های جمع استفاده میشه یعنی با I, we, you, they یا هم اسم هایی که جمع باشن. And has to is used for singular subjects و has to با فاعل های مفرد استفاده میشه. Usually we say he has to, she has to, it has to or singular nouns. Let's talk about the negative forms of must and have to and has to. Must, the negative form of must is must not or mustn't is the contraction form of that. Must not shows that it's not allowed to do something. Must not به این معنی که ما اجازه انجام یک کار نداریم. Okay? For example, you must not eat in the class. شما اجازه ندارین. شما نباید در داخل صنف یعنی چیزی را صرف بکنین یا غذا بخورید. You must not smoke in here. شما نباید سیگرت در داخل یا در اینجا باید بکشید. یعنی این یک کاری است که شما اجازهش ندارین. شما نمیتونین این کار انجام بدین. You must not take your cell phones inside. شما نمیتونین موبایلتان داخل ببرید. You must not take photos in here. شما نمیتونین در اینجا عکس بگیرید. So must not means that you are not allowed to do something. مسند به این معنی که شما اجازه انجام یک کار ندارین. Negative form of have to is do not have to, and the negative form of has to is does not have to. So does not have to and do not have to mean that it is not necessary to do something. Do not have to و does not have to که شکل منفی have to has to است، اینا باز این معنی را میده که یک چیز لازمی نباشه که ما او را انجام بدیم. Okay? For example, you don't have to study tonight. شما نباید امشب مطالعه کنید. یعنی ایره من فکر میکنم کمی مطالعه کردن شما امشب لازمی نیست. امشب ضروری نیست. She doesn't have to come tonight. او خانم امشب نباید بیاید. یعنی من ایره احساس میکنم که آمدن او لازمی یا ضروری نیست. ببینید دوستا، در اینجا must امرای have to has to در شکل منفیش فرق داره. must not به این معنی که تو اجازه یک کار نداری، اما در حالی که do not have to یا does not have to به این معنی که تو فکر میکنی یک کار لازمی نیست که انجامش بدی. توجه هستین؟ پس این دو فعل ها در شکل منفیشان با هم فرق دارند و در شکل مثبت در مورد استعمال دوم نیز هم فرق داشتن که قبلا ذکر کردیم. Okay, let's talk about the third difference that these two have with each other. Must is formal. Must suggests that you should use it in writing or in academic places. Must شکل رسمی را داره. به این معنی که شما ایره بیشتر در جاهای علمی استفاده کنین. Usually you should use it in writing. However, have to and has to are informal and they could be used in informal places, usually in spoken English, in conversation among friends, brothers, colleagues, and etc. Have to و has to بیشتر جنبه غیر رسمی را دارن، بیشتر در محاوره و در صحبت بین دوستا و همکارا و همسایه ها و امثال از اینا استفاده میشن. So that's the other difference that must and have to have with each other. The next difference, must is used for all subjects, means that we use must for singular and plural subjects. ما must میتونیم با تمام فایل ها استفاده کنیم. For he, she, it, I, we, you, they. For all subjects we use must. He must, she must, it must, I must, we must, you must, they must. So it's not a big deal, it's not a big problem. Next, that must is only used in present. Must فقط و فقط در حال میتونه استفاده شود. However, have to and has to, they have a little difference. Have to is used for plural subjects. Have to باز با فایل هایی که جمع باشه استفاده میشه. For example, for we, for you, for they, for the girls, the students. For I, we also use have to. And has to is used for singular subjects. Has to باز با فایل های مفرد استفاده میشه. He has to, she has to, it has to, Ahmad has to, etc. etc. And have to and has to both could be used in present. They have also past form. So when you feel that something should be necessary in the past, or when you want to use for a rule, or when you want to talk about a rule or law in the past, so you should use what? Had to. So that's the other difference that must have with have to, has to. دوستا فرق دیگه که must با have to has to داره ای است که must در زمان حال ساده استفاده میشه، اما have to has to هم در زمان حال ساده در حال استفاده میشه. در گذشته must شکل نداره، اما ما میتونیم در گذشته به جای have to has to had to استفاده کنیم و یک مجبوریت یا هم یک چیزی که لازمی باشه یا به یک قانون ما میتونیم در گذشته از فعل had to استفاده کنیم. شکل منفی had to باز did not have to است. So I hope you have understood these. آرزو میکنم که اینا را فهمیده باشید. And if you like such videos, guys, please subscribe my channel and don't forget to post your comments and feedbacks. Thank you so much. May God bless you.